So big time wealth inequality thing going on there.
Massive.
Huge. I don't know why we started talking about this.
You were talking about tile.
Yeah.
You didn't have a point?
Well, no, the point was the fact that their bedroom or their freaking closet is bigger than our entire house.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't imagine.
What would you do with that?
I know that this is coming from a place of naivety, maybe, because I've never had money before, like, to speak of.
Right, exactly.
I've never even had a savings account with more than, like, $200 in it.
Right.
I just, whatever. I'm not like, woe is me. That's just my life. It is what it is.
Right.
I have a roof over my head. For that, I'm thankful. But I don't think I would ever choose to live that way.
You know,
to me, like, I can't find a purpose in it. I would rather, help somebody else.
Sure.
I mean, I know that sounds like, oh yeah, you're being fake,
you're
just
hippie,
trying to sound
right.
altruistic. But no, I mean, I would really like to have like a house up in the mountains with a lot of land and
we were
just,
looking at a place.
Chill.
We were looking at a place that had been perfect for us in Colorado for $300,000. It came with 77 acres.
Yeah, I don't understand needing an 18 square foot closet. I think that's
1,800.
What did I say?
18.
1,800?
Yeah, you said 18.
Oh, 18 square feet. My bad.
That's what we've got.
My bad. I had a hell of a busy day today.
That's all right.
Yeah, I just don't. No, I'm sorry. Even if I had $5 billion, I don't need it. Why do you need that?
I'm with you on it, and maybe it's because I don't know. I'm with you on this.
Because we grew up poor, I guess.
Maybe, but so did a lot of these athletes,
That's
and
true.
they grew up poor, and all of a sudden they have all this money. Now that I can buy this and I can buy that. So honestly, I have no idea how I would react if I all of a sudden had millions. If I could just all of a sudden I could go out and buy whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
Without any kind of, you know what I mean? Without, oh, hell, man, am I going to be able to afford to put food on the table if I buy this? If I could just go out and say, oh, yeah, I'll take that Lamborghini.
Yeah. Evan wants one.
Yeah, I know. He keeps telling me.
Can we please buy a Lamborghini? They have absolutely no idea what a dollar is.
No. That's okay. They're kids.
That's fine. I tell him, well, baby, you save up and buy one.
Yeah. You start saving now. By the time you're 60. Papa's age, you might have enough.
Maybe.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I would act. I don't know what I would do. I've never been in that position where I could just fucking buy whatever.
And I mean, I'm not trying to hate on everybody who decides to live a lavish lifestyle. There are plenty of people
of them,
who do live a lavish lifestyle, but also don't forget where they come from.
Right.
They help people that are in need, and they give, and they are charitable, and they, even get out there and get their own hands dirty. There are those people, but I just, you can't take it with you.
No.
I mean, but you can take memories with you. You can take knowing that you've done the right thing at the end of the day with you. If I could choose to spend money, it wouldn't be that way.
Right. I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie. There's some. I have some wants out there. So if I was,
yeah.
And you got wants too, but
for our kids to have their own bedrooms, yeah, that'd be nice.
I've always talked to Evan, our oldest son. For all of you who don't know all of our personal family details yet, but he would, I can't remember. I think it was when the Powerball was up to $300 million or something like that. He was talking about, wouldn't it be great to win? Wouldn't it be great to win? Like, that'd be awesome. It'd be amazing to win.
Yeah.
Well, what would you do with it? I said, well, I don't know. What do you think we should do with it? And, of course, I want to buy a Nintendo this and a motorcycle that and, video game that, all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I said, well, I think what would be a good idea is to divide it up into thirds. He says, one for me, one for my sister and my other and I was like, no.
That reminds me of when we went to check out the church down the street 2 weeks ago, Sunday morning.
Yeah, this is
great.
great.
And I'm kind of showing my ass here because this shows you how many times I've taken my kid to church. But
type of church.
We normally visit a plant church that I absolutely love, and it's actually like the definition of a church.
Yeah.
We didn't even have a building, and we still don't even have our own building for a long time. But or we still don't have our own building now. We meet in a different church that's kind enough to open its doors. So I think 3 different churches actually meet in that building.
Right.
It's a plant church, but this particular day we weren't going to be able to attend. So we said, let's go ahead and check out this big church down the street, Wedgwood Baptist Church. Everybody, if you're from Fort Worth, you know that church. It's really big, and you know it for another reason.
Yeah, for the
unfortunate, the shooting that happened there back in the 90s.
99,
But anyhow, the sermon was finishing up, and the
collection
plates started coming around, and we're sitting in the row, and the person next to Evan passes the hat, so to speak, and you should have seen his eyes. They were the size of sand dollars. He thought,
huge. Oh man, they're giving us money.
They're giving me money. He looked at me like as if questioning, Mommy, can I go ahead and take it? And I was like, buddy, dude, you pass it. This is money for the church. And you could see his face
so defeated.
Just drain all the energy went right out.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
Yeah. I don't even remember what we're talking about because that's so funny.
It was hilarious.
He was just.
You were saying
split it up. Yeah, split up. Yeah. So I told him, good idea, split it up 3 ways. We take a third of it, and I would take that and divide that third into fourths and put that into trust funds, college tuition, whatever. Said you guys could go to any college you want.
Right.
You wouldn't have, you wouldn't have to borrow a penny. You
could just go to school for the rest of your life.
Quite literally, yeah. So we're talking about, it's $300 million. So, $25 million each to go to college.
Invested, yeah.
In their whatever, in their after high school. Mm-hmm. Do whatever you want with $25 million.
Right. I would have to probably say that their trust would be contingent upon them getting at least a bachelor's degree.
Right, yeah. Oh, for sure. I would, you have $1 million to get you from high school through your bachelor's, and after your bachelor's, then, the other 24 or whatever it would be after interest.
Don't fuck up.
Right.
It's revocable.
Yeah, whatever would be after, interest at 25 at even a standard interest rate over the course of 10, 15 years would be, they would never need anything.
Right.
They would be in a position that we've never been in. But, I told him we'd do that, and he was like,
what?
Why? but
I said, but then shopping.
Yeah, we could.
Ever.
He's like, but I want to buy stuff. I said, well, that's just the first third. The other third, Mommy and Daddy would, or the other 2/3, we take one of them, split it up between the two of us, and invest here and
probably buy our parents' houses.
Right. Well, we would take like $10 million, and that's the fund. That's the family fund, right?
That's the I'm your second removed cousin.
Yeah. What was it? Oh man, I wish I had that scene that queued up from fucking Spaceballs. I'm your father's sister. What does that make us? Nothing. But yeah, I mean, after that $10 million is done, guys, that's it. Sorry, but yeah, take care of our parents, take care of our grandparents if they're still, they were still running around. My brothers, your brother and sister, things like that. Take care of our family, whatever. And then invest the other parts and never have to do anything.
I just get a kick out of those people who win the lottery and then go broke. 5 years later, they're destitute.
I don't, it's something astronomical. Like 75 to 80% of people who win the lottery are broke 5 years after the fact.
It goes to their head.
And these are people that have won a significant amount of money.
It just goes to their head. People don't understand how fast money goes.
Right. Well, it's a whole one. Now I need an entourage. And then, you get people out of the woodwork and they make you feel bad for not giving them money.
Right. Or you feel like, I have all this money. Of course I can help you.
Yeah, I can no problem. I can invest in your t-shirt company. Right. That's another thing that happens.
I think that's probably one of the number one expenses is partying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so what do you do? What do you do if all of a sudden your riches are thrust upon you? What are you supposed to? I mean,
go underground.
I'm telling you. I'm calling that people up in that house that we saw in the mountains. Mm-hmm. Like, deuces. Want that place because it's totally off the grid.
It is completely, and I couldn't even tell you how to get there.
The last time I was up there, dropping off my brother's car. Yeah. It was that one entrance that we thought might have been it, but yeah. Oh. My mother was like, "Yeah, that's the place. Just go up here," because my mother was going to buy that place at one time.
Well, yeah. If we were that far, I could probably. But I could get there. I couldn't tell you how to get there.
Oh, right. No, I can. No, I'm not gonna. I wouldn't. It's in Montana.
It's way the hell up there.
You know, and she was talking about the land that goes with it was 75 or 77 acres, something like that. It was beautiful, but it was the valley. Mm-hmm. Said you have a great view of the valley, but most people like the view of
the mountains.
Well, you can see the mountains though. That's the thing, because you know the main road, I say, that you come up before you turn into where my mother lives. You know, they have this beautiful mountain drop and all that, mountains everywhere. It's a huge valley, and then you see them. Of course, you see the mountains. It's gorgeous. Right. There's not a whole lot of trees over there. Mm-hmm. Some of the property has trees and whatnot.
Less maintenance.
That's what I'm saying. Get a couple of cows and goats and shit, and I'm good to go.
Yeah.
But no, fucking hell. Take that kind of money and put it in a box and bury it somewhere. You know.
Well, there are people who still live that way.
They are, yeah. Mm-hmm. They're called drug dealers.
Oh, no. Well, yes.
I mean, every drug dealer's got a getaway stash.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so what's going on in your world? You're the guest host.
Yep,
you get to have a Pumbaa moment, apparently. What do you do? What do you tell the people what you do? Tell the people what you have to offer besides the sexiest voice in radio.
Ha ha ha. I didn't know that I was gonna have to.
You don't have to
plug myself here.
No, I'm gonna plug you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I've been working out a lot. I enjoy that. Trying to change up my routine so that I'm not doing the same thing all the time.
It's working.
I've been yogaing a lot. I guess I'm a yogi now.
Is that what it is? Yogi?
I think so.
Yeah.
I could be totally wrong.
I have no idea.
I think so. And journaling, running, which I've found that I like all of a sudden again, sort of like sprinting. I can't like run for a long time.
Like long distance running,
Yeah, sprint here and there, whatever. And working.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Making the money. Today was so busy.
So you work in banking.
I do.
Yeah. And with it being the holiday weekend.
I work in retail banking.
Right.
So I am a retail personal banker, which now at most of your regional to like national banks is going to mean you're doing basically whatever the customer needs. There's no longer like the banker that sits at the desk and doesn't do teller work. That line of separation's kind of been erased. So I do teller work, I do banker work, I do whatever.
Do you think that's like a necessity? I never understood, having multiple people when
having a person that's a banker
dedicated
and then
teller,
a person that's a teller.
Yeah, and a dedicated banker. I can understand like on busy days, like around the first of the month, there's going to be a lot of traffic and whatnot. You want to have maybe some staff for that. But generally speaking, I don't know, especially with as many banks there are. You can't fucking throw a rock without hitting somebody.
And as little necessity there is to actually walk inside of a banking center these days.
Internet's killing everything.
I would say that the universal banker is probably the best solution for most banks. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that when they use that term to describe someone that's in a hybrid position like I am. So someone who can do teller work, mortgage loans.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So that's what you do for whatever to pay the bills, so to speak. What are you passionate about? What is your
sleeping?
You're passionate about sleeping.
I am.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, it is amazing. But what else are you passionate about? What do you? I mean, of course, obviously the children.
Yeah.
But what are you? Like when these phone sex operators, people call you up. They want to know,
yeah.
When you.
I'm gonna have to have. I paint things with my vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if you were Italian and you did that shit, people would pay stupid money for that.
They won't pay for it if I'm white?
Well, it has nothing to do with white. It's about, location.
Oh.
Like if you were an Italian in
Italy.
I was
in Italy.
Yeah.
You said if I were Italian.
Well, I mean, that's what I mean. If you're an Italian from Italy and you're doing vagina paint, you know what I mean?
Okay.
People would pay stupid money for that shit. But because you're an American, nobody gives a shit about us. They think we are. I mean, what do we know about culture? Let's be honest.
American swine. Uncultured.
But yeah, right. You know what I mean? Because all the artists come from overseas. Picasso and
This is
Van
true.
Gogh
This is
and
true.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like art